You went to the charter house last weekend.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
And they put the,
It's all live. You're good to go. Hello. Hello, studio audience. Everyone's ready?
Ready.
Are you guys gonna sit back there? Come closer. Please.
what?
Cheryl, come on.
Okay.
You know, I utilize Cheryl a lot in the class. She's, her and Nate are like star pupils.
Okay.
So welcome, everyone. Does someone want to sit here?
My fiance should be coming. He's about 5 minutes late.
Okay.
So he's got a minute. He had to work until 6.
Okay.
He's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
on the road, so.
So welcome, everyone. Shaniqua Cousins. If I haven't met you, I think we have mostly new faces today. Everyone is new except for Nate and Cheryl. So cool. And then let's not forget we have our live studio audience. Let's give them a round of applause. Well, you're the live studio audience. This is our live stream studio audience. So here's what we're doing today, everyone. We're going to do a ribeye steak salad. So as we're moving into moving into spring, I thought about a recipe that is in my cookbook that would be complementary to the season. So kind of lightening our loads. So anyone not like bacon here? Okay, good. I mean, we have one.
You can just
Yeah.
put on.
Okay. Because what you're smelling right now is the bacon in the oven. I like to bake my bacon. It keeps it nice and flat for you. You don't have to worry about all the splatter. So that smell of the bacon is rendering. And then we're going to take the bacon grease and start our ribeyes, along with some olive oil. Because in this cooking class, we know that good fat is our friend.
Yeah.
Right? Good fat is our friend. So my style of cooking, I love to be in the kitchen and really cook with love. I'm not a chef. I'm a home cook. Born in Charleston, South Carolina. So I grew up with my mom and my grandmothers and my aunts cooking. And so I started them cooking, and you were always the person that was helping slice and dice. And so I learned things along the way. At least I thought. And so when I left for the military and I realized that I was just like a sous chef, I really wasn't cooking. So I had to call my grandmother for my first recipe, and that was collard greens. So I'm 18 years old, up in Brunswick, Maine, with a calling card back in the 90s, cooking collard greens over the phone. And yeah, that's a long process. If you're Southern, your collard greens take a long time because you got to get the soup stew going. So I had to boil. I think at that time she told me to buy ham hocks or neck bones or something like that. I had to stew that off for a while, do the greens. So I thought my big mistake was that I bought frozen greens. So while we're on the phone this whole time, she's thinking I'm chopping greens, and I had, and so I had the frozen greens after hours of being on the phone. And then she's like, "Oh, honey, you could have just heated that up, right?" You weren't cooking. So, but that was my first lesson, literally being on my own in Maine and with cooking. But I have a passion for cooking because for me, cooking is a way of really bringing vitality and wellness to your body. Whatever it is that you're eating, whatever you're consuming, it shows up in your physical body. So my style of cooking is starting with good quality fats, proteins, good quality veggies, mostly cook organic. I'm more of, if you can't get organic, just at least get the stuff as close to natural as possible. So mostly organic, mostly when it comes to meats, grass-fed meats. That's my preference. I love basically chicken, pork, fish. What else? Am I a fan of? All the meats, really. Lamb chops, bacon. So we have the bacon in the oven. I know you're going to be my sous chef, one of my sous chefs today. We have the bacon in the oven. Eggs. You want your chickens to be out there just eating the grass and bugs and all of that, right? It makes a big difference in the quality of the egg. So you want to get chickens that are out there grazing, and your eggs will have a lot of omega-3s in them. So enough about that. I want to start getting into what we're going to do today. So we're going to, oh, look at this asparagus, everybody. Don't forget to show your eyes.
So pretty.
Beautiful purple asparagus. So the bed of our salad is some spinach. I just took some baby spinach earlier, washed them. So they're fluffing up because I washed them earlier, dried them out, and they're coming back to life. We're going to do some red onions. We're going to do the asparagus, and then we're going to add some bacon. And then we're going to sear off the ribeyes that you see back here. And we're going to slice the ribeyes, place them on the salad. Then, to get this all down, we're going to do this tea. My daughter to the rescue. She is going to bring the cut fruit that I left at home. So we're going to do an infused green tea. I love green tea. You can do brew your own green tea or do a store-bought green tea. But the base of it is green tea, a little pomegranate juice. We're going to sweeten it up with some honey. And then we're going to add some fruit in there, right? It's all going to come together really nicely.
Well, I've never seen purple asparagus.
You haven't?
No.
Really? So I literally got this locally. I went to our Amish market up in Loveville. The asparagus selection up there is awesome right now. So between the green and the purple.
Okay.
So the taste, most of the time, people are eating the purple raw. Purple means a lot of antioxidants. So when you're looking at purple, dark colored fruits, veggies, this is a lot of antioxidants. So you want to eat this stuff closer to its natural state. The moment we start cooking this off, it's gonna change color, but we're losing a little bit of the nutrients.
Does it taste different?
The taste is, this is more of a milder taste.
Okay.
And you know how sometimes green asparagus can be a little stringy?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna get that as much with the purple. So, and it's a little sweeter, okay? So we're gonna do a combination of the two. So think about that. I like to cook with color because color is our friend when it comes to food. And then we're gonna do some lemon and honey as a topping, as a dressing. I'm not a big fan of salad dressings unless I make them. But I bring salad dressing because not everyone is a fan of not having salad dressing. So I did bring some salad dressings for you all to taste. But I like to have just a simple lemon, honey, maybe a little bit of olive oil. I like the pan drippings from the ribeye to wilt the spinach, and that serves as a little bit of a dressing. Okay. Hey, DJ.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Okay, sous chef number 1. Yes? No?
Sure.
Okay.
Come on.
Would you check that bacon for us and let's see what's happening in the bacon arena? And then how are we looking out in live stream land? Hey, everyone. If you have questions out there in live stream land, how are we looking?
It's almost good. You like
Oh, yeah. Let's get that out. So let me give you something because I don't want you to burn yourself.
She likes it crunchy, and I like it like that.
Okay. Oh, this is good. Because you know what? It'll have some of that carryover cooking. So you see all that oil there?
Oh, yeah.
That's our friend. That oil is going to go in the pan. And then the pan is still hot, so we got a little bit of that carryover cooking. So it'll get a little firm. Right there. Also, my style of cooking is keeping it simple. We're going to do all of this in one pan today.
Oh, that's nice.
Other than the sheet pans, we're not going to have a whole lot of other pans that we're using. This really is our only pan. All right. So we're going to set that in, just kind of forget it for a second. Now I'm going to cook the ribeyes first because I want the flavor of the ribeyes to season my asparagus and then season my onions. Okay. And then we want the ribeyes to rest. You don't want to cut your meat as soon as you cook them. Why?
Because you want the juices.
Yep.
It cooks in its own juices.
Yep. When you're cooking, especially when you're searing, you're locking in that flavor, right? As soon as you cut it, if you cut it as soon as you cook it, it comes out. So you want the pan dripping. You want the meat to maintain its moisture. So if you cut it maybe 10, 15 minutes later, you're all set. So we'll tint it to keep the heat, right? Everybody with me? All right. Let me see, sous chef number 2. Get this going. Let's see, you made eye contact with me or did I make eye contact with you? Either way, it looks like you're gonna be the sous chef. Yeah, so I'm gonna slice up the onions. And then in a couple of minutes here, once that's going for us, I want you to also add in some olive oil. So we know in this class, fat is our friend, good quality fats. You want to look at the oils that you purchase. It's so important. The quality of the oils that you're consuming when you're cooking is so important, right? So this is just straight up and down olive oil. When you're looking at labels, valedictorian, what was the tip on the labels? When you're reading labels?
The first ingredient is the
Oh,
most,
okay.
It's important.
Yeah, go ahead.
the
Nick.
most important. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the first ingredient in your label, when you're looking at it, is the most prominent ingredient. As the label continues, the less it is. So if the first ingredient in the label is water, that's what it is. That goes for food, Tide, anything. That's what's the predominant product in that bottle. So when you're looking at labels also, my rule of thumb, but you'll see in the cookbook too, I try to go with like a 5 or less situation. Anything over 5 and I don't know what it is, I don't want to consume it. I don't know what the number is and a word I can't pronounce, I don't really want to consume it, right? So that's my rule of thumb, all right? If I can't spell it, pronounce it, no thank you. All right, so chef, tell me your name again.
Angela.
Give it up for Angela. And I also don't do a lot of measuring, believe it or not. It was a lot of work doing a cookbook when you don't measure. It took me a long time because I was like, now what was that? I didn't even know.
It's like that in New Orleans.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Southern thing. Who measures here?
I don't.
When I'm making a cake, I do.
It depends.
When
Yeah.
I'm baking a cake.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're baking, you have to.
Yeah.
But see, that's why I don't bake a lot because it's,
You have to be exact.
yeah, I bake only during the holidays. That's really it. Tell me your name one more time.
Angela.
Angela, can you open that up and give us a little swirl? That's my measurement. Now, and I actually, the way I measure, I put it in the cookbook too. I was like a dab of this, a pinch of this, a swirl of that. So you get an idea of how I actually measure. So I came up with my own measuring tip. Here, use this. Don't cut yourself. I just sharpened my knives today. I'm very proud. This is me, very proud. Just got these sharpened, so don't cut yourself because we're live streaming too. You don't want that. You don't want that to happen.
You might get
Take
better
it right
ratings.
here. These are Cutco knives. I just got them sharpened today. Yeah, they are really serious.
I just saw those in the exchange.
I was there.
The exchange.
Yeah.
They sell them in stores now?
Yes.
I used to hustle all those little college students up there.
Well, yeah. So Stacy just sharpened my knives today. Wow, this is so great. This is my first time using them since I sharpened them earlier.
And that is going through that
Look at-
onion like.
did you see that?
Oh, I'll watch it.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
I'll watch
Wow. That was good.
Wow, I didn't even plan that.
That was a smooth.
We need a sous chef. We need a sous chef to the sous chef.
I just saw this guy on YouTube use these onion peelings,
Uh-huh.
boils it into a tea, and use it as a plant food.
Did you guys hear this tip right here? Boil the onion peels
Oh, yeah.
and then use it as a spray for your plants.
Mhm.
I like it. You guys heard that out there? Sous chef number 1 gave us a tip. That's why I love this class.
I love YouTube.
Everyone is
Any
so.
plants? Any plant, Drew? Any plant?
The guy was growing a banana tree,
Yeah.
and he was using it
Let me help you.
to
Because that's.
give food or nutrients to
I was
it.
just getting a
To the
little
soil.
nervous.
Right.
I was getting a little nervous. I was like, you know, I'm a mom. You know, you multitask. You know, you're talking to somebody, but then you're like, whoa, there's a lot of things that's happening in that corner. There you go. Now, if you could give that pan a little swirl back there, because it should be ready to just about go for us. Perfect.
And you always use cast iron?
Yeah,
You know, I'm
I'm
a Southern girl. I gotta use cast
one of
iron.
those little freeze on the handles. So you don't burn.
You fancy with this too.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. Everyone, look
Where'd
Wow, look
Where'd
at
you get
that.
it sharpened?
on the base.
That lady at the exchange.
Oh,
Stacy,
yeah.
The knife lady.
I saw her selling them. Are those the knives? Did you buy them from her?
No, I've had these knives for about 4 or 5 years.
Did they sell those on?
But they're selling them. It's a lady at the.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we saw her.
Yesterday, right.
We have college students, college students.
I'm saying
I was gonna say, do you want me to?
What do you want me to do?
And this is the sound. This is the sound. This is the sound you want to hear when your meat goes into the pan. So don't be afraid. Pop one in there. Okay. Everyone, pause for the cause.
Oh, nice. Sizzle.
That's the sound you want to hear.
The other one too?
Wait.
On that one?
Now, we don't want to overcrowd our pan because we're going to do the reverse of searing. We're going to do a simmer. So I'm going to turn it up, but I think you can do 2. Go ahead, let's go for it. Why not?
In the medium or medium
I
high?
turned it up to medium high just because we have 2. Now, with the ribeyes,
Oh, yeah, take a picture of that.
I seasoned them earlier. I'm going to get it a little closer to high just because you heard it how it went down. We don't want to boil the meat. We want to sear it. So, I'm a big fan of making your own mix, your own dry rubs.
Right.
So a combination of pink salt. Why do we use pink salt?
It's pretty.
Pink salt.
True. That's true.
It's the best salt to use.
It's not processed like regular.
There we
salt.
go. Ding, ding, ding.
No, I
So, yep.
Probably.
You want pure salt. The white salt is already stripped of all the minerals. So if you're going to do something and you want to use salt, my suggestion is you do something that will add minerals to your body. So I use pink salt in all of my cooking. And it is pretty. So I have a combination of pink salt, onion powder, garlic powder. I got fancy and added a little bit of chili powder and smoked paprika in here. Then I took it up a notch and I rubbed some Dijon mustard on the ribeye before I did the dry
A
rub.
binder.
Then I put it on binder. I put it on a sheet pan in the refrigerator and just let the air circulate on it so it'll lock in all of that flavor. So it was in the refrigerator for about 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours today, waiting for you.
It wasn't wrapped. or anything?
It wasn't wrapped,
Mm.
just in there, because you want the air to circulate. I didn't want it to be sitting flat on the bottom on a pan, because there would be no airflow underneath,
Right.
right?
Right.
Taught us that, because I was always taught when you season, they cover it up and put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Wrap it in saran wrap. or
You don't
something.
have to. Well, you're going to take off some of that stuff. If you put ceramic wrap on it, you're going to take off all that hard work you did.
Genius.
You were like this, and now you're going to take it off. No, we're going to keep it right. We're going to keep it open. So we got that going. Thank you, sous chef. Give it up.
So I didn't time it, but how long?
I eyeball it. I eyeball it. We eyeball things here.
Yeah.
So you can take a picture of it. Whoever wants to take a picture of it. It looks really great. As a matter of fact, let me just bring it over for you. How about that? The dramatic effect is when you turn it over.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
That smells good.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Where'd you get the ribeye? In the commissary?
Nice. That's
I did get these ribeyes in the commissary today.
very nice.
Everyone here?
Yeah.
We haven't forgotten about you all, so we're gonna let that sit. Now, this is gonna come together pretty
Have
quickly.
you flipped it already?
Not yet. Oh, I forgot my main ingredient. Coffee.
Oh, okay.
Coffee's in there.
In the rub?
Brewed coffee
In the rub?
or instant coffee?
It's just ground coffee. Coffee, that's the black speck that you see.
Coffee
So
cup.
tell me about coffee. What does coffee do?
It adds a little oomph,
So it's regular coffee
just like
beans,
like if you ground your regular coffee,
and you just put a little bit in there, pinch.
more like a palm,
That much? Wow.
right in there. Depending on how many ribeyes. I had 2 ribeyes. I had to season front and back.
I never had that before.
Yeah. Now you make sure you season your meat front and back. Why? Why do we season front and back?
So you got it flavor.
Because you're eating front and back. Huh? You like how I did that? You're eating front and back, so you got to season both. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna move on. Asparagus. Look at these beauties. Time to flip. Your meat will tell you when to flip. If it doesn't pull away, it's not ready. Wow, look at that. Dramatic effect.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay.
What does that mean when you said if it doesn't pull away?
It's not ready.
If it sticks to the
How
pan,
do you know if
sticks.
it pulls away?
You can hear it and you can feel it.
Okay.
Like when you go in to touch it, if it's not ready, it won't give. Yeah, there we go. That's the word. You want your meat to give. And don't forget, we have bacon, grease, and olive oil, so that's getting flavored even more.
Yeah, that bacon grease is gonna make a big difference.
Yep. And because I use bacon grease, I try to go even lighter on my salt. So just keep that in mind. Now, this is another reason why I wanted her to use the bacon grease and the olive oil, because we still have to cook the veggies. So we don't want the steak to just get all the love. We want these veggies to get some love, because you want your onions to caramelize as well as your asparagus. Anyone not a fan of eggs? No. Wow, we're just not.
No, I love it.
Oh, okay. Everybody say wow.
No bacon, no eggs.
We're going down. This is going down. So bacon and eggs, great. Love it. Okay. Anyone in live stream land not a fan of bacon? Not a fan of eggs? I don't even know where the chat is. I'm just talking into it like as if I really know.
Yeah.
I don't know where the chat is on here.
You need to respect.
Welcome to the cooking class. We just signed you up for. I'm just kidding. He's like, she does it all the time. So I got to get these steaks off in a second, and I'm going to let them rest. Now, we don't want to lose any of the steak flavor or juices. I need to wipe this off. So as the steak is resting, it's going to render off a little bit of juice. And then we're going to take those juices and keep adding it to the party. Okay? So we're going to just let them sit here for a couple of minutes when I take them out. Any questions so far? None? This class is wow. I love it. All righty, sous chef number. Okay.
What am I gonna do for you?
Let's get some of this asparagus.
I'm gonna slap those over.
We're gonna do half and half. How do you normally slice your asparagus?
What I
Yeah.
do, I don't typically slice them. I take them, and I was taught a long time ago to hold the one asparagus in your hand and
Yep.
snap it, and where it's real fibrous is where it naturally snaps.
This is a great class. Wow. But yeah, this is your first one. You test it out. This is where it's naturally bending. Cut that off, and then you just line up the rest. With these sharpened knives, you'll be done in a minute. Right? So that's usually what you want to do. Then you can keep the ends for soup, stew. Put them in your compost. I just started composting. I feel very comfortable. I just started composting.
Oh,
Okay.
good for you.
Oh, I love it. You don't throw it away. You gotta compost. It's almost like the onion trick. Yeah. And I have mine outside. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm watching YouTube videos and I feel like I kind of know, but I really don't. So everything I'm throwing it in the compost, and then I'm adding like leaves and other stuff, and then I'm out there turning it.
You can put newspaper in it too.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yes, newspaper, brown paper bags. There's aerobic
I haven't
and
done that.
anaerobic, and that's anaerobic. Your vegetables are aerobic and stuff like that. to
Look at that.
compost. Just make sure turn it every now and again.
Wow.
And you'll see it start to work. It's really cool how it works. But yeah, your leaves are fine. That's anaerobic stuff, so
Yeah.
that'll break down. That will help with everything break down and make the compost.
I'm here for it. I love it.
That's good.
Sous Chef, you want to come and take these out for me? Original? And, oh,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna get you started. Sous Chef, not Sous Chef.
Sous chef number one.
Sous Chef number one.
So how do you want me
Now,
to
don't
chop
burn
these?
yourself with the pan. So-
Put them right on here.
Yeah, let's see how the backside looks, and then let's do a little dramatic effect for the whole class. Just take one up so they can see the backside. Sure. Look at that. Ooh. Dramatic, right? You see that? Ooh. So you see how this side is a little bit darker because the pan is harder, right? Our pan is really going now. Let's put that side up on the pan. That's the slide wheel slice. We eat with our eyes first. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. Someone get a picture of that.
Oh, that's too heavy.
No, this isn't right on there? On the pan?
Oh, sure.
Then I'm gonna put the onions in while she's doing that. This will give you room for the asparagus.
Too much of that.
Now, this may look like a lot of onions, but onions will, shrink down.
Yeah, baby.
Onions are our friend.
Yes, baby.
Onions are our friend.
Brain food.
I know.
I can eat that.
So think about how we're building all this flavor. And then the spinach really is the bed, but all of this stuff that's going on top of that spinach, delicious. Give that another swirl of olive oil. And then for yours, we're gonna do the natural blend. And then just cut the rest.
So good.
Angela,
I'm so lucky.
here's the olive.
Anything more on that?
Here's
Okay.
a swirl of olive.
Another swirl. You're fancy. I like it. I like the shoulder action. I love the shoulder action. And then you want to just get them on a flat surface. Now, when you put your veggies in, just like our steaks, we're gonna let them just do what they do. I love it. I love it. Hello, onion. Now, put this a little bit. We have seasoning, right? Let's just use it.
Let me get a picture of this one too.
I'll shake it.
I'll shake.
And then we're gonna just let the onions cook.
No shake?
No shake. We let the pan cook. That'll save our shoulders. Okay? Can I get you to start the salad? Just start the bed. Before we know it, this whole thing is gonna come together. And you can do it right here for the viewing audience. They can see all of this action happening. How are you looking? Good. I like it. You guys are very professional. So we're just dump right in there. We're not afraid. Get that bowl nice and full. It's still a little wet, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. A little bit more.
Why do you guys do the natural blend, by the way?
Because this is the part that's gonna be a little bit more stringy and fibrous, so we don't really wanna eat it too much. And it's just a guide. We're not gonna cook that off. So,
Put them off to the side.
so I'm pretty visual with my cooking. We're gonna layer,
Oh, okay.
right? We're gonna layer this. So these may look long, but it's okay. You can, I like to just eat asparagus right off the pan too. I like
You
it.
don't have to cook them till they're soft.
No. These onions are really looking good. Thank you. That looks great.
Last summer I
love it.
learned to
Oh, they
deal with asparagus, bacon wrapped
Is this what
asparagus.
seasoning?
Delicious.
Or is that the seasoning from the
Bacon
steak?
wrapped asparagus.
That's the seasoning that I added. I added
Oh,
extra.
okay.
All right. Now we got this in view for the camera. Any questions?
Look at that one.
Look at that. Oh, show that to them over here.
I think that asparagus is.
Oh, yeah.
So let's let's see where
Now you hear how this is kind of going down?
That doesn't have a natural blend, by the way.
Yeah, just slice that.
That's not gonna snap.
So now we want to start mixing with this. Look at the color on it when I If you were doing all of that mixing, you wouldn't get this color. I'm gonna show everybody the color here in a second. I mean, you would get it eventually, but we like the pots, the pans, and the pots we were cooking. We're like the supervisors.
Oh, yeah, oh,
Right?
yeah.
Smell that? Yes, I do.
All right, it's not from here.
You know, I have a skillet just like that. It's beautiful. And I never use it.
What?
No,
You gotta use it.
I do. I don't know how to cook with cast iron. It scares me.
No, it's not.
So when you're thinking, this is like double duty. It's infusing the food with iron.
Mhm.
That's the beauty of a cast iron. You're infusing your food.
Yeah, I should probably get it out. I mean, it's literally just like that.
You
I use
give
it
it a
every
try.
once in a
Don't be afraid of it.
Tell them to put olive.
I'm gonna check and see if my fruit got delivered outside.
Mhm.
It did.
Like it 350.
With the magic of television, we have fruits.
Oh, and you're right. That is beautiful.
Right?
Yeah,
I couldn't
very
leave that.
That is beautiful.
Woo! I love it.
That looks like summer in a bowl.
Right? Look at that.
I saw a steak recipe in a cast iron skillet that you did like 7 minutes on one side, and then you put it in the oven and baked
I
it.
love that man.
All right, we're ready for
After you
that
flipped it over.
asparagus. I'm gonna move the onions off. Need a pan. Oh, you know what? I'll use one of my plates over there.
Ooh, look at that asparagus. So
Look at that
pretty
beauty.
with both of them. I love that.
Dramatic asparagus. You can't touch this stuff, the handle by itself. You
Right.
have the
I know, I have
thing.
this little.
Look at that, look at that. Let me
Yeah,
turn this so they can see
caramelized.
it.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I think you use that pan. I need to get it out.
And we still have oil in here.
A couple of.
Mm.
Oh, you talking about purple on the
We have a
outside?
set.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Oh, I've had the purple, the yellow potato. Oh, I never had that.
Oh, yeah, purple ones.
Yeah.
way through.
The Japanese sweet potato.
Mhm.
No, this is like a regular potato. They're
Oh, yeah.
usually smaller.
Oh, I never-
Like a new potato, you know, the red potato,
Oh,
the real
okay,
small
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so
regular.
Did we-
here's the,
Did we grow it?
Yeah.
No.
okay, go ahead. Let's go ahead. We're gonna get the asparagus in. Perfect. Now with the asparagus, I want to add a little bit of water because now you're getting the pan drippings. Everything that went in there, delicious, right? So we don't want to lose any of that. It now becomes our pan dripping. That's my little. Just a little water. Oh, wait, I forgot about the one here. Look, I forgot. Wait for it.
Yeah, you have a fancy kitchen.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wait for it. Look at that. Now you see how it's simmering? Let me show you. Anybody know what's that called in the bottom? When you do the pan dripping?
Oh,
Yes.
I forget.
Starts with an F.
I just wanted to.
It starts with an F.
What flavor?
It sure is.
What? No, not Flint.
No, I'm gonna look.
Page. Okay, go ahead. I was gonna say it's in there. Page. I can't think of the page number.
Yeah, that's asparagus and onions.
Okay, so we want that to cook. Thank you, Sous Chef. Give it up.
It's just the asparagus.
He's looking it up.
What?
I need
What's
another
it under?
Sous Chef. I can't remember the page number. We're live streaming too.
Be a sous chef?
Sous Chef, you got the fire in your eyes. I can see it.
There you go.
Finish yours off.
Fine.
I don't even know where I would look in the book.
Just Google it. Google it really quickly for the class. Here's what I'm gonna have you do. You guys didn't think I forgot about that bacon back there, did you? We're gonna start building flavor. So you're gonna take some of the bacon. Anyone use shears?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Right? You're gonna take about 2-3 pieces of bacon, line them up. Did you already?
Fond,
Oh.
There we go.
fond,
Yep.
F-O-N-D.
Did you already wash your hands? You know.
No, I didn't watch that.
That's what it's called,
What
fond.
do we have?
I did not know that term.
Now I gotta remember what page it's on in the cookbook, but it's in there. So you're gonna get this loaded with bacon. So now we started with green, now we're adding more color, right? We're gonna get the bacon in there so that the bacon bits are, oh,
It's okay.
you know what? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm putting some on the side. Oh, I'm getting two bowls. Everyone gets a little something in this class. Okay.
Y'all eat bacon?
It doesn't taste the same. I
Everybody
love
loves
it.
bacon.
Farm, it doesn't taste like
Oh,
it
you
used
should
to.
see my grandbaby, Haven, that's all she eats
It's
bacon.
not bacon, but it doesn't taste like it.
So just take a couple of pieces. Don't be afraid to get in there.
But Shaniqua,
Hold them.
what kind of bacon,
Nitrate.
nitrate free?
Oh, yeah, there you go, nitrate free.
Right.
Double duty. Do 2 at a time. Yep. You just line them up. That's the beauty of being able to just cook it on the pan and then just go all around. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, everybody quiet for the bacon. I love it. Then after the bacon, we're going to add the onions. Man, look at this beautiful asparagus.
I know, it always gets bright green when you cook it like that too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I love it on the grill.
I love grilled asparagus all summer.
I
It's
know.
like, I think.
That's my favorite thing in the
Yep.
summer.
And corn.
Oh, corn with some hot stuff.
Now that purple is turning green, but it's okay. He's going ever so gently.
Oh, he's a pro.
He's going ever so gently with his bacon.
Does it all burn off, like the purple burn off?
Yeah, it does. But we won't keep it in there that long. Look at that.
I mean,
Someone want to try one?
sure, I'll try.
All of that.
BJ, give it up for BJ, everybody. I'm impressed with his bacon cutting skills. Look at the flavors, like the flavor profile happening so far. See if you can taste it, or we need to add some stuff to it, BJ.
I know, you good.
We're good? BJ said we're good. Everybody give it up for BJ. I turned it off because guess what? That pan is so hot. And we don't want to cook off all of that color. We want our asparagus, you want your veggies to have a little bit of crunch, right? You don't want it to wilt out. Wow, this looks beautiful.
Yes, it does, I'm watching.
All right, so guess what? We got to wash this down with something. So let's get started on the tea.
Shaniqua, you want to know this away?
Yeah, please, thank you.
I know years ago they used to have like more spinach salad,
No.
eggs, bacon, and like a dressing for the salad. Like my mom used to make.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna make it right
Yeah,
here.
bacon dressing, it was like
Virgin.
honey,
Yes.
they make
Watch
that
it.
right from too.
Yeah.
Especially in the
It had
spring.
Dijon mustard in it, didn't it? Did it have Dijon
I never
mustard?
made it, my
Now
grandma.
you can, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some honey and lemon. And you
Yeah.
could add Dijon to it to make it to emulsify. That can become your emulsifier. I like the lightness, perfect. I couldn't have done it any
Yeah,
better.
that looks beautiful.
This
You did a
is-
Great job.
Look at this bacon action right here.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
This
That's like
is
a
loaded,
food stylist.
right? Did you go to food styling school? I know, I get it. I saw what was happening.
Presentation is important.
Yep,
That's right.
very much.
Eat with all senses.
Yeah.
Okay, so who wants to help me with the tea over here? You wanna help with the tea?
You can do it.
You wanna help? Cheryl, you can help me with the tea, please.
Okay, let me wash my hands.
Cheryl does not play around with the washing of the hands. Cheryl is on it every time. So, great antioxidants, blueberry, pomegranate, love it. You can add it, I like to add it to everything I drink. I keep it in the refrigerator, just add it, antioxidants. So we're getting the antioxidants from the blackberries, the purple asparagus, the red onion, the drink here, okay? Raw unfiltered honey. We live in an area where this is abundant, right? So we're gonna get that started. And then I just sliced up some mangoes and some berries. So this can be changed out for whatever you have on hand. Apricots, peaches, plums. You could add in blueberries. You could do slice some grapes and put it in there. You know, whatever you want to do. Kiwi?
It's pretty.
Huh?
Kiwi's pretty.
Yeah, you can do kiwi. So whatever's your preference. The rule of thumb for me is if you're going to consume it, make it count, right? So you're controlling the sugar content. This is natural sugar. The body processes sugar the same, whether or not it is sugar that you're pouring onto something or natural fruits, right? What's the better, the quality, what makes it better quality when you're consuming sugar in a fruit form is because this has the fiber. So it doesn't impact your bloodstream as fast as if you were just pouring table sugar in there. So just think about it. You want stuff to slow it down. So your body, your blood sugar level goes up, down, based on how much sugar you're getting in, right? So we're slowing things down. They were building
Oh,
the.
God, that looks amazing.
She hadn't seen it. So this is going to be loaded with protein by the time we're done. We got protein and fiber. That's what's happening. We got eggs. We have bacon. We have the ribeyes. We have the asparagus. So protein and fiber is happening all throughout this. And we have good fats. That's a great combination. We have the olive oil and then we have the fat from the bacon. Not as good as the olive oil, but the fat from the olive oil is a big help, right? So what else do we want to do? Cheryl, I want you to start this out by putting a few drizzles of honey in there. And then I want the mangoes to be cut into squares.
Okay.
So my bees made this honey earlier. No, I'm just kidding. I just That was funny.
I was about to say.
The other way. But no, you go for it now. Go for it. 'Cause
Okay.
we're live.
I was gonna ask you if that little honeycomb thing on the
Yeah.
handle was, does that work?
It does.
I've never used one before.
Okay.
Right, neither have I.
Yeah, it works.
But you
Let
see
me
what
show
I'm
you.
I
Let me do
started,
it.
okay, you're gonna have to show me.
Yeah, just take it out.
Just pour it?
Yeah, we could. I'm just trying to look fancy.
No, I want you to show me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna have to buy that next.
All right.
Do you hear that, Nat?
Oh.
Ooh.
That's so cute.
Let's make sure they see it on the live stream so they can, let's give them the same dramatic effect. Everybody wait for it. Now, here we go. Right? Makes a difference. So then,
Who'd have thought?
I love the kitchen gadget.
Oh.
yeah, I love the kitchen. Well, I do love kitchen gadgets, but do you really use them?
It depends.
You use that one?
Yeah, it depends.
It depends.
I use mine.
Okay.
You know what? I use a lot of mine, but there's some that I don't. But then there's some that I use once a year or twice a year, holiday time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you say you want me to cut the
Yeah,
mango?
I already washed it for you.
Okay.
We're gonna do so when you're eating, when you're drinking, you want things to be pretty much the same size. So whatever shape you probably go with the blueberries, or you can, keep them like the same size of the blueberries.
Okay.
It'll aesthetically look great. And then when you're eating also, keep that rule of thumb. Wow, we got another delicate slicer. Just like with the bacon.
No,
She's concentrating.
Yeah, I
No,
love
this
it.
is so slippery. I was
love
thinking to
it.
myself, I need my gloves.
Pretty woman, that thing.
While Cheryl's doing that, how are we looking on time?
6:48.
Oh, look at that. Okay, we're gonna go in with some onions. Look at that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Does anyone want to taste just a piece of
I
onion?
do.
He loves onion.
I do too, I could eat them all.
My dad.
You want to
Really?
taste them? If they're red onions, yes.
There is. A
They
difference.
smell delicious.
That's okay, Sharon, just let
I don't know if I'll be able to.
Yeah,
Damn.
go fishing for it.
okay, I'm not.
About to do that.
There you go.
Ooh, you want something?
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this is
Amazing.
something I
You like it?
definitely-
Thank you.
We're good.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, they're crunchy.
You have them, right?
Oh, you got some?
I can
Yeah,
hear
they're
her.
crunchy. My mouth is closed.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Good?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see where this is heading, right?
My goodness.
Thank you.
In, out, no. BJ?
Onions and steak. Do we really need to spend? Onion, steak, and bacon.
You're not a vegetable person?
No, I love them. I was just joking. I love meat too.
But you see, this is how you hide all of that green. If you hide it and
I love
then,
spinach.
yeah. But with all of
Raw
this stuff,
spinach. I love raw spinach.
this is raw spinach too.
Yeah.
I just wilted it down because I washed it. Okay.
Okay. What else am I putting in there?
You're putting in the blueberries, you're putting in the, just a little of the, you don't have to put all of those blueberries and all of the strawberries.
Do I need to cut the strawberries?
Yeah, just slice them. Give it a little slice in half. Wow, these onions smell great.
Mm-hmm.
Now wait for it, wait for it.
Oh.
We're not leaving any flavor. We're gonna just pour it.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. You can see the spices in there.
Yep. All right. Now, our asparagus.
Oh, look at you. You're fancy.
Do it like that. I'll rotate them. How about that? Get real fancy.
Oh, that
Every other
purple
one.
did cook out, didn't
Yeah.
it? I would have never thought that.
That's when you know it's time to eat. Everybody's get quiet.
Mouth
It's
watering.
almost time. All right. Cheryl's looking good over there with that drink.
Okay.
I like
You
what I
said
see.
Not all the blueberries.
That's
right?
perfect right there.
Okay.
Go ahead and pour some of that tea, the main pitcher.
Now, how did you make your tea?
Well, that's store bought,
Oh, okay.
but you could just brew it. Look at
Half
that.
All the way or what?
Keep going.
And then that's okay.
Then you gotta put the pomegranate.
So right there. Yep. You see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the pomegranate juice?
Yep. That's actually blueberry pomegranate mix. It's an organic mix that I found. Look at that.
Oh.
Dramatic effect for the tea. I like it. Then you're gonna give that a stir. All right, look how we're looking now. Everybody
Oh,
see?
it's fantastic.
Make sure you guys see it too. Right? Now, we haven't even added the steak. Let's not forget that part. Right?
Good job.
Okay.
I like
Might
it.
need to taste that. See
Yeah, you
that's-
could.
Summer's
Okay, so guess what? Our beauties. You see how we rendered off a little juice? You see the juices on here?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because we left them alone. We were like, hey, we're gonna do our thing while you do your thing. Cheryl, how we looking?
Oh my God, it's good. And it's not,
They
and
probably
we didn't
get-
even use
They'll
sugar.
probably get better too.
Yeah.
It's-
So you want, that's what I was just about to say. You could do this before you start entertaining. I do it all the time. It's my go-to tea.
So that
And
green
let it-
tea, was it unsweetened?
Yeah, it has honey. It has
But I
honey.
mean, the
but-
bottle though that you bought,
Yes.
it's unsweetened?
Yep.
Okay.
So unsweetened as in sugar.
Yeah.
It has honey in there. So I added a little bit more just to, because I'm a Southern girl.
Yeah.
Kind of We don't really
Sweet
drink unsweetened tea, you know, yeah.
I do.
So it's sweetened up by the fruit and the honey.
That's cute.
And you can let this sit for a couple of hours. By the time your guests come, this is the one.
Wow.
All right, look, we're almost done. We're gonna slice up the eggs. So we have green, we have purple, we have the brownish from the bacon. Now we're gonna add white and yellow.
Colors of the
Slice up our
rainbow.
eggs. Now, if you've been coming to the classes, my cooking style is using what I have on hand, and I like cooking with things that I use. I don't like necessarily going out getting things that I won't cook with. So there's a running theme through all of the classes. You're going to have a green base for something. You're going to have a good quality fat. You're going to have fresh or cooked veggies, right? But they're typically the same. So we've had multiple salads in all of the classes. We're just swapping out the proteins, the fruits. We're swapping out the good fats. We're swapping out the, did I already say protein? I said
Yes.
protein. Eggs, I always have eggs. You can add more protein and more omegas to your salad if you like eggs. So just think about what you have in your fridge and use it. If you're looking to explore, give yourself at least one new item that you buy from the store a month or every other month. Just explore with different things. And do little slices. I'm just arranging it so it looks all cute and, you know, spring-like on the edge. Yeah. We're hiding those greens from people who may not like greens.
Oh, you took it the wrong way. I like greens.
No, not you. I just mean in general. I didn't do a great peel job on these eggs, but you know what? We're gonna eat them. So we won't even know. Okay. Just a little round the bowl, nothing too crazy. Then we're gonna take that steak. You like that sound? I just made that up right then.
Yeah.
Just made it up. I like the dramatic effect.
We just saw Sherwood with the Newtown players, the play,
Uh-huh.
and Friar Tuck pulled out this little knife, and every time he did, he went,
Yeah, you have to have,
he made the,
like, you have to dance in your kitchen, you have to have dramatic effect.
Oh, look, that's a
Get
good
that?
medium.
You see that, right? Oh, let me do it on this side so they can see it over there.
Yeah, that's good.
Somebody's about to be the lucky taste tester.
walk away.
Nate, how we doing?
You doing great.
All right.
Got his mouth full, he can't talk.
Now, don't be afraid to have a little pink in your meat. That's flavor. Wait for it. I'm gonna start lining this up. Where's my thing?
What are you looking for?
My,
The moisture,
mhm.
more tender.
Take a move it that way.
Is it under the towel? The hand towel?
Yep, there we go. Who said that? Right there, you're about to get another piece. Right there. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You are spot on.
We'll try. You were not joking. Yeah.
Is it like a bottle?
Like that. Kind of like fan it out a little bit.
Slap your grandma. What are you talking about?
All right.
That's not very well.
So remember, we just did our own dry rub, and then the mustard, the Dijon mustard. Put that Dijon mustard on there as the what? What did we say?
Binder.
The binder. And it'll stick to that seasoning, And then we're reinforcing all of that with searing it off in the bacon fat. That's the other part.
I do the Dijon stick with my ribs.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Or
I
you
got
can use
another little,
French's regular.
I got another little chef bite for somebody.
Oh, thank you.
And you know, that wasn't even on a grill. I'm just so
I know, it's
amazed.
See, you gotta use that cast
Yeah,
iron.
you're right.
Give it a go, and then let me know how it went.
I will, I definitely will.
I left my cutting board too. I left a couple of things today, but I'm making it work over here.
This is very good.
You like it?
Mhm.
Good,
I want to taste all the flavor.
good. That's what you want. We want to season both sides because we
Eat on both sides.
eat both sides. And we just let the pan do the cooking. We just want to eat the food.
Come on, use it. I'll put my cast iron in use.
Mhm.
No, I use it, I just don't use it as much. My husband does it. He uses
Can I get you to
it.
slice a lemon
Mhm.
and then squeeze it into there, along with that honey. Use that fancy technique that we just did with the honey
In the same.
in the same
Container?
container. Yep. Any questions? You guys are like, no, we're just ready to eat this stuff.
Dangerous knife.
Yeah. And then you see the onion, I mean,
The squeezer.
Yep.
Mhm. Actually, this is a big lemon. Other way.
everybody's okay out in live stream world? Yep, there
Oh
you
my
go.
God, this is a huge lemon.
It's a two-handed.
Got it. Do you need an assistant?
I'm
Oh,
good.
you're good? You got it. You got it.
Now that I got it upside down.
You got it, sir.
All right, this is what we're looking like right now with the salad.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, wow, look at all that lemon juice coming out of that thing.
That's huge.
I don't think there's much more to do, okay?
Look at, this is where we're at.
Ooh.
Always a credit.
Live stream audience, this is where we're at. Packed with protein.
It smells good. Lemons. I love the smell of lemon. Just the one?
Yep, I think we're good on the one. And then give me some of that honey.
In here.
Yep,
Not to you.
yes, not to me. Put it in that container.
What are you making?
Just a little dressing, a simple dressing.
Just one little dill or two.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I think two would be good.
Oh, shizzle.
Shizzle.
Shizzle stick.
I think it's a swizzle stick.
Put the top on.
Shake.
And then we're gonna get everything staged. So imagine you have your guests coming over. Everybody's about to arrive. You got salad out. Keep the fresh greens.
All right. Hope the lid's on there good.
Yeah.
Oh,
You got it?
no, it wasn't on.
Okay, there you shake it.
No, I'm scared now.
Don't worry. We're only live streaming. Don't be scared.
It's not. It doesn't want to pass.
They ain't never fought.
Right here, this one. See? Oh, come
I
on.
hold it, yeah. It's a half a lemon and a shizzle.
Two shivers.
I want a little bit more honey in here. I want it to thicken up just a little bit more. All right, let's see. And then if we have to, we just do that.
There you go.
It'll just add a little brightness to it. I won't pour that on. I'll let you all pour it on, whoever wants to give it a try.
And that's just honey and lemon, right?
Yeah. Now, if you add mustard to it, it'll emulsify. So it'll thicken up like a,
What, like
Maybe like a
Dijon
vinaigrette
mustard?
almost.
and you can add a little bit of oil. But I just like the brightness of this. It's simple, bright, it's stuff you have on hand. You know what's in it. It's only 2 ingredients in here. You don't really need a lot more to break down your greens because we have the
Bacon grease.
heaviness from the other stuff. So this will just bring it back up. Okay? So, we're done. Look at that. Give it up for yourselves. Now the moment we all have been waiting for. 7:03. Look at that. We are professionals. So look at that. Someone comes. You have the salad. You have your drink. You could easily add some warm bread to this. You could swap out the drink if you don't want to do the drink. Add some fresh water with, some water with some fresh fruits. That's another way to infuse. You could do some lemon. You could do all of these berries right here just in some water. You could do that really simply. You could easily add a baked potato to this and have a baked potato on the side if you wanted to do that. Some people like meat and potatoes, right?
Mhm.
You have your meat, potatoes, greens, all in one thing. You don't eat bacon, don't add the bacon. If you could add some fresh corn to this with the asparagus, take the bacon out, keep the onions if you would like. You could do it without the ribeye. You could easily swap that ribeye and add a chicken breast if you would like to do that. Sear the chicken breast the same way you did the ribeye. You could add a piece of fish here. You could do shrimp because you're making your own dry rub. So now you're just swapping out the protein and just play around with it.
Or wait till November and you finish.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you sure could. So what you have on hand, we're cooking with good fats. We're cooking with quality ingredients. Bottom line, cook with quality ingredients. Quality in. That's what you want to be doing. Quality in. Always think about what's in your food. Read your labels. More than 6 things, you don't understand it. Try to just swap it out. Small little changes. So I'm a certified health and life coach, right? One of the things that I like to tell people, small hinges opens up big doors. So don't try to change everything at once. It's small incremental changes that have a great impact on your lives, right? So maybe next month you're going to say, hey, I'm going to look at my olive oil. I'm going to look at my can, whatever it is. I don't understand it. I'm going to make that one change. And then just let it build. I'm going to swap and get organic milk, or I'm going to do, something else. So those small little things have a great impact on your vitality. So that has been our cooking class for today. And now, all of that hard work that you have put into the class today, you guys get to sample. So you have been quiet. You're going to be